Day 2. The delicate touch of a boson changes everything forever. As soon as it exits the inflationary phase, the incandescent universe already has all the matter and energy it needs. But if we were able to look at its interior, we would be unable to recognize anything familiar. We would see a kind of formless gas made up of minute particles, indistinguishable from each other, all devoid of mass and flying at the speed of light. The whole thing would present itself like a perfect object, homogeneous and isotropic, the same at every point and from every angle. There is no aggregation, and not the slightest non-uniformity. If it were not expanding at an enormous rate, it could be confused with the ideal representation of Parmenidean being, in every respect identical to itself, symmetrical through every rotation, totally devoid of any flaw or imperfection. This is the reign of uniformity and perfection, governed by symmetry and characterized by a combination of simplicity and elegance. If nothing startling had arrived on the scene to disrupt this seemingly immutable harmony, then nothing could have been born from this perfect object. It would have been a sterile universe, an enormous waste of effort, forever lacking the light of the moon and the fragrance of flowers, a sad, featureless, desolate place. We are close to the moment in which the last and perhaps the most significant transformation decreed by destiny will take place. Having got over the euphoria of inflation, the expansion continues, impelled by an energy that is seething within its interior. As it gets bigger, the universe cools down, and in doing so triggers reactions which radically alter its dynamics. We have reached 1/100th of a billionth of a second after the Big Bang, and from this moment onwards, things become clearer. Ever since we discovered the Higgs boson and were able to measure its mass, this part of the story has kept few secrets. The newborn universe is already pretty imposing. It has reached the not inconsiderable dimension of 1 billion kilometers. Suddenly, when the temperature decreases below a certain threshold, the Higgs bosons, which until a moment ago had been roaming freely, now begin to congeal and crystallize. At these temperatures, which are freezing for them, they are unable to survive and are hidden away in the comfortable sepulchre of the void. It will require a great deal of patience before they are seen again. It will take 13.8 billion years, in fact, before on planet Earth someone will manage to engineer collisions of energy of such magnitude as to bring them back to life, if only for a fraction of a second, an amount of time sufficient for them to leave indelible traces of their presence.